Let's discuss a popular phrase from the house of BDK Parfums. Stay right there. Yes, like I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be discussing a popular phrase from the house of BDK Parfums. I do have a couple from this house. It is Rouge Smoking from BDK Parfums. Here's the box. As you can see, at first when I first saw this box, I thought it was a tester box. It is just kind of plain white. But apparently it is the box that it comes in. And not sure if these come in different colors, but this one for sure is white. Here's the notes on the front. Nice. Has the name on the side here. Nice little pull-out box here. Inner box has a little cutout there so you can lay the bottle in there. Some information on the back. Here's the bottle for the fragrance Rouge Smoking. As you can see, we have a nice little plastic black cap. Has some weight on it, but it's not magnetic or anything. But it's like light here on the bottom, but it's like super weighted on one side, so it's kind of tricky that way. Black atomizer, nice red juice in there. I guess sort of going with the name Rouge. Yeah, pretty plain bottle. I do like this bottle though. So, Smoking Rouge from the house of BDK Parfums is a unisex amber fragrance released in 2018. The nose behind this fragrance is Amélie Bourgeois, and it's an eau de parfum concentration. The notes for this fragrance: in the top we have cherry, pink pepper, and bergamot. In the mid we have vanilla, heliotrope, and orange blossom. And the base we run things off with tonka bean, cashmere wood, musk, ambroxan, ladonum, and violet. So, we're just going to discuss this fragrance today, what I got out of it, and what it reminds me of, if anything. But I'll go ahead and spray my hand real quick, and I will give you guys a quick little sample of that nice atomizer spray. I mean, you have to hold it down, like it's like a constant spray throughout, but that's a lot of juice there. Sorry about that, guys. So, now I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me out there, but this is what I got from this fragrance. In the top, I get a very strong pink pepper note. Okay, so this pink pepper note really does remind me of Spice Bomb. I'm not saying this fragrance is exclusively smelling like Spice Bomb, but that pink pepper note in some fragrances, other fragrances too, I've gotten in the past, I've directly correlated that note with Spice Bomb, and I do get the same sort of pink pepper note in this. You do get the cherry as well, so it's very fruity. Now, this isn't like your Lost Cherry or just any of your very sweet, syrupy cherry fragrances. You do get a little bit of fruitiness from it, but it's not exclusively a cherry fragrance in my experience. I do get a slight cherry note with some pink pepper and some bergamot to add to the fruitiness, but it's not, again, not super citrusy. It's just very fresh, very sweet, and the sweetness does come from the vanilla, so you're getting that on top as well. I do get some orange blossom. Someone, I believe on Verganica, did sort of compare this one to Love by Killian, and I sort of get that because I want to say that one's a lot of orange blossom with some other things in it. So I get a little bit of that sort of cotton candy sweetness with this one, but overall it's going to be the pink pepper and the cherry on top. So it goes into like a nice vanilla note. So the vanilla really does shine through more in the dry down because it does get very sweet. Almost gourmand sweet. It's a very sweet, very gourmandy vanilla, which is very nice. But on top, you do get a fruity, fresh, zingy from the pink pepper, slightly gourmand fragrance. And then we do have the tonka bean that you do get in the base. But really, the fragrances that are the notes that I mentioned right here on top and mid are the ones that my nose anyway gets. For the most part of this fragrance. I will say that there is something about this fragrance that slightly might turn some noses off, which I did get this when I first tried it. I actually got this bottle and another bottle from Brandon for a really good deal. So thank you, Brandon. But the only thing I didn't like about this fragrance is there's some sort of medicinal note in this. Not sure where it comes from, honestly. But it almost reminded me a little bit of Royal Mayfair by Creed. Now that fragrance has eucalyptus, and I think it has like something else in it. Not sure where this medicinal note comes from in this fragrance, but it's definitely there. And that's like the only, I guess, knock against this fragrance. Again, I don't mind it, but casual users or some people are probably going to get that and not like this fragrance. To my nose, it does smell like that weird eucalyptus cooling scent, or yeah, scent you get from Royal Mayfair. Again, so if you guys are familiar with that fragrance and you guys think, oh, I can't believe someone would wear this, and this is the note that I get in the Rouge Smoking here. Some people were saying this fragrance has a smokiness because it's in the name. I don't get that, and my, maybe I'm off on that, or maybe I just I didn't pick up on it, but I didn't get any kind of smokiness. I do get some spiciness from the pink pepper, but no kind of smokiness. There's no incense or anything like that. There's no like deep dark woods or anything like that. There's no smokiness to give it like any kind of like actual smoke type of scent. So I'm not really sure where people are getting that one, but I do like this fragrance. It smells nice. It did get really good performance. The longevity I got for this fragrance was 8 hours on my skin. Wore this one to work 2 days in a row, and it lasted all the way to the end of the day. The projection for this fragrance was, I'd say it's about average, if not slightly below average when it comes to an eau de parfum. I did get decent wafts throughout the day. Got a little bit closer to the skin as the day went on. So I'd probably say it was about average for an eau de parfum. It's not a beast by any means. It's not really just gonna slap somebody across the face, across the room or anything. But I do think it gets the job done for what it is and for what you're paying. And we'll get to the price here in a little bit. But seasons, I'm going to say, are for the cooler months of the year. So fall, winter, and early spring. Really more fall, honestly, because this one isn't going to be heavy enough for winter. But I think you can easily pull it off in the winter just because it's so sweet with that vanilla and kind of fresh and zingy with the pink pepper and with that cherry note in there. Occasions for this fragrance. I think this is an evening out fragrance. As much as I think that pink pepper and that opening is more casual, kind of casual, sort of fun. I do think this is more of an evening fragrance because it does get spicier after a little bit and very sweet. So again, you guys can wear this one where you want, but personally, I would want to wear this one at night. You can probably pull it off during the day if you like, but honestly, if you had to if I had to really just answer one occasion, I'd definitely say evening events, date night. Safe for work. Even though I was just testing it at work, I think it will be safe for work. But ages, I'm going to say, are 25 and up. This fragrance is $190 for 100 ml, which is not a bad price for this fragrance, honestly. It's actually this is one of the more affordable houses I've tried for what you're getting. I've only tried a few of their fragrances, but I will say $190 for a niche 100 ml is not that bad. There's definitely fragrances out there that cost more for about half the juice. So, and this does get the performance category checked off decently for what you're paying. So I think it's a pretty good price. 25 and up, I think, is mature enough to really be able to afford this one, and mature enough to be able to pull this one off. As I do think that whatever that note is, that menthol or whatever eucalyptus note, whatever you want to call it, might turn some noses up. I do think 25 and up can appreciate it for what it is. But overall, I do like this fragrance. Don't love it. There is another one called Citrus Riviera that I have that I'll probably be talking about more as summer approaches. But I do like that one more than this one. But this isn't a bad fragrance, honestly. It does give me Spice Bomb vibes. I'm sorry to say it, guys. I know you guys are going to kill me in the comments because you guys hate when I compare niche fragrances to designer fragrance. It just gives me Spice Bomb vibes with that pink pepper. Not saying it's an exact match. Not saying it didn't come anywhere near being an identical fragrance. But if you know that fragrance, you're going to pick out some similarities with this fragrance. And this isn't like pink pepper that you get in Royal Oud, because I can distinct those two. This is more Spice Bomb. So it's very spicy. This has a vanilla, so it's sweet. It's fruity. Not a bad fragrance for what you're paying for. Would I suggest blind buy this one? No. I would suggest trying this one out. You can get a sample. There's plenty of sample sites out there. You guys can probably find this one. But I don't think, when you see the cherry, in the notes, I think that's why a lot of people really jumped on this one, because everyone was expecting, because I think cherry just sort of was a really popular note. So whenever at the time, or whenever this one became hyped, people were really flocking to cherry scents after the release of Lost Cherry. So I think that's why this one really garnered a lot of hype. And so unfortunately, I don't think the cherry note really is the main player here. It doesn't smell like Lost Cherry or any other cherry heavy fragrances. So if that's what you're expecting, you're not going to get that from here. You're going to get from this one, you're going to get Spice Bomb mixed with a lot of vanilla, or I'm sorry, spice bomb pink pepper mixed with a lot of vanilla, and a little bit of a weird medicinal sort of eucalyptus sort of menthol note that I don't know where it comes from, mixed with some orange blossom. Maybe it comes from the orange blossom, because there's sometimes some orange blossom gives fragrances a bit of chalkiness. So maybe that mixing with something else is giving it that bit of a off-putting type of scent. But again, guys, not a bad fragrance. Can't say you guys go rush out there and get this one, but I do think that if you're really wanting to try this fragrance, that you might want to get a sample first, because you might not like it. And I swear, maybe this is the Mandela effect, but I swear when I first got this fragrance a couple of months ago, I looked on Fragrantica and it was exclusively for women. And I think that Fragrantica does this. After a fragrance gets a little bit of hype, they will change the classification to unisex. If lots of men comment on it, they'll just go in and change it. I can't prove it. I don't know. I don't have any screenshots or anything like that. But I swear this fragrance said it was just for women. It does lean slightly feminine with a bit of a perfume take in it. Because I remember when I first saw it, I remember thinking that I didn't want to get it from Brandon because it was a feminine fragrance. I was like, but I tried it and it smelled okay. But then all of a sudden it changed to unisex fragrance on Fragrantica. So you guys can let me know. But I swear that it said it was a female fragrance on Fragrantica, and then all of a sudden today it's a unisex. So you guys can help me out down in the comments, guys. Some of y'all, hey, I've been called a conspiracy theorist before, so you guys can let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Either way, it's not a bad fragrance. It's a unisex fragrance. To my nose, it is anyway. It leans slightly feminine with a bit of a feminine touch in there, but overall, it's not a bad fragrance, guys. But let me know your thoughts on Rouge Smoking. Let me know if you tried this fragrance down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this fragrance and what your experience was with it, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching on the video on my channel. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future First Impressions videos. First set of content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There you find first set of photos and future content winners, guys. And as always, till next video, you guys take care. Thanks.